Okay, in this video, we're going to be looking at some of the main um, landmarks that you should be a little bit familiar with for the hair and the nail. So when we look at the skin and we look at the dermis and the epidermis, you're going to see a lot of the accessory structures lying in the dermis. So here we see the exposed shaft of the hair. We could see the oil gland, which is known as the sebaceous gland. So the sebaceous gland secretes its oils. It moves upward and can create this watertight seal around the exposed hair shaft. And the oils, as it comes up, makes it a little bit more water resistant. And it creates this antibacterial seal around here. We have the Erector Pili muscle. When this muscle contracts, it makes the hair stand on end, and that's what gives you the goosebump appearance. The hair root plexus is down at the bottom. Way down here at the bottom is the hair papilla. We have the hair bulb. We have the hair root. Here again is the Erector Pili, the oil gland, and the shaft of the hair, and up here is the exposed portion. So right here, this is going to be the hair. The highlighted section is the hair. Up here is the epidermis. Then we have the dermis, and then we have the hypodermis down here at the bottom. This is the hair root. Now this is more histological, so to get comfortable with this slide, here at the top, that's the epidermis. Here is the hair. This is a view of the oil gland or the sebaceous gland. Here is the duct of the sebaceous gland. This portion from here to here, this is the hair follicle. And then way down at the bottom is the dermis. Now, if we go back, in this view here, we're looking at this section down here, right? We're taking what's in this box, see the hair papilla, and now we're looking at it here. So here, way at the bottom, is the dermis. Here is the papilla, the dermal papilla. This is the connective tissue sheath. Here is the matrix, the hair matrix, kind of similar to the nail matrix. Here is the glossy membrane. Here's the internal root sheath. And if there's an internal root sheath, there has to be an external root sheath. Okay, here again is the skin. Up here is the epidermis. And then way down here, these are sweat glands. Okay, these are your sudiferous glands, sweat glands. Okay, here's another view of a sebaceous gland. Here is the hair follicle. Well, let's start down here. Here is your secretory cell. This portion here is your sebaceous gland, the basal cell. These are your secretory cells. So proximal to the sebaceous gland, that's going to be the duct of the sebaceous gland. And then here is going to be the hair follicle. Now this is going to be drag and drop to what you see in the highlighted sections. So on this side here, we could see the merocrine gland. We could see secrete sweat gland. We can see the duct as it opens directly to the skin surface, and the function is in temperature regulation. Now here in the highlighted section, the duct opens into the hair follicle. Sudiferous gland are going to secrete sweat. Secretion is influenced by hormones, and it's an apocrine gland. Then over here, we have our sebaceous gland or the oil gland, which secretes sebum. the duct opens into the hair follicle, and the secretion is also influenced by hormones. And to finish up, now we're looking at the nail. Here is the free edge. That's what you can cut without any pain. Here's the nail body. It's typically a little bit pinkish because of the hemoglobin, the red color underneath. Here's the lanula, the imponcium. This can get infected. And then here's the nail root. And just adjacent to the nail root would be the nail matrix. So here is the distal phalange, right? We're cutting the finger. We're looking at it from a lateral view. So here's the free edge. Here's the nail body, right? Then you have the lanula. Here's the cuticle or the imponcium. And then here is the nail root. And then posterior and adjacent to the nail root is the nail matrix, right? This is the portion that has the dividing cells that's going to push the nail forward. Okay, so now when we look here, this is the nail body, and over here is the nail root. The nail matrix would be back here. The free edge would be right there. The nails are really important because you can look and pick up a lot of metabolic issues of the nails. You can pick up diabetes, you can pick up cancer, you can pick up anemia, you can pick up psoriasis. You can also pick up COPD or lung cancers. You could pick up protein deficiencies, zinc deficiencies, you know, a lot of metabolic issues and a lot of diseases can be picked up just by looking at the color, the shape, and the texture of the nails, which is why the art of inspection is so important when doing a physical exam.